Peace fam, PA Finley, ThePAFway coming at you live. Listen, peace to the conscious community, my folks, melanated beings. Peace to young Pharaoh for dropping that science on my head. The name of this video is going to be The Science of Self. Definitely going to be some parts to this, but yeah, it's time. It's time to drop the good stuff. It's time to drop the good stuff. It's time to drop the good stuff. You know what I mean? It's time, you know? Where we're going in this video right here. This is to my youngsters, the G's, men, women, kings and queens. This is to the whole community, man. This is to the folks, the peeps, the streets, you know, the offices, wherever you be at. It's time, man, to communicate to you guys the secret of life. Sending out an atomic mushroom cloud explosion of love all across the globe. When do we not need that, right? Okay? We're talking about creating a school for our communities, teaching the babies. I believe from kindergarten to high school, minimum, this should be taught as a class. You know, like history, math, and all this old stuff. Self-science should be taught. It should be one of the curriculum. It should be one of the studies from babies to adults. And I'm gonna tell you something. To be truthful with you, I'm thinking that's all you need to know. Probably maybe some math. But maybe, you know, science, obviously, history, I guess. So yeah, but you know the core root stuff. That's all we need. This other stuff, man, screw all that. All that stuff is a waste of freaking time. Energy and everything else. Math, science, history, self. Not necessarily in that order. Math, science, history, self, that's it. The rest of that stuff is garbage. Social studies, dude, listen, that's all we need. From kindergarten, from preschool to high school, and in college, you know, that's a whole, I don't even know what that's, I have no idea what college is gonna be like. Because ain't nothing, cats is gonna be graduating from high school with doctorate degrees, master's degrees. Cats gonna be 17, 18 coming with the doctorates. Dude, you see what I'm talking about, y'all? Fools be building pyramids by the time it ain't 20. Come on, man. This is 21. They'll be already, you know, that's like how you get your master doctorates, building your own pyramid. Matter of fact, let me tell you, okay, this is gonna go in some parts. So y'all ride with me on this. This is all self-science what I'm talking about. Who are you? Do you know who you are? Who are you? Do you know who you be? Who are you? Do you know the one you don't call? Who are you? Do you know the one you call me? Who are you? Do you know the soul inside you? Who are you? Do you know the spirit within? Who are you? Do you know where you're gonna go? Who are you? Do you know where you've been? Who are you? Do you know who you are? Who are you? Do you know who you be? Who are you? Do you know the one you don't call? Who are you? Do you know the one you call me? A vision was given to me by the ancestors. The solar system. You know how in the science class you got the, you know, usually in every science class there's a miniature model of the solar system up in there, somewhere. Yeah. The styrofoam, you see, you know what I mean? Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's up in there somewhere. Well, we need a model on Earth. A scaled model of the solar system on Earth. Now, see, that thing that they got, bless their hearts, that thing that they got, that model, so-called model that they got in the science classes, horribly off. Because, say for instance, that little ball that represents the Earth, they got the little blue, and you know what I'm saying? They literally painted the thing and put the land. They go Africa, they go, yeah, they hooked that up. But if, because I did the math on this, if the Earth was to the scale from this Earth to this scale and scaled it down, that, let's say golf ball size, that Earth, and it was a little scale of the solar system, the solar system would take up pretty much like Texas, the whole state. If you scale down, if you scale the size from Earth size and then did the miles in between of all the other planets and the sun in the middle, and the sun would be like, what was this, what did I use for the sun? The sun be like a small city. So it would be a huge project. You could see this model from space. That's how big this model would be. We have no idea. I did the math on this one. Oh my God, because I kept, first I was trying to draw it on a piece of paper. And the Earth just kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. I had 4 or 5 pieces of paper together, and it was a little bitty dot. I couldn't, it was too grand. So I had to imagine it from there. I couldn't do it on paper. I had to imagine it. Anyway, self-science, you guys. One day we're gonna do that. Mark my words. Mark my words, it's a global project. And I don't know exactly where, we might as well throw it in Africa, might as well put it on the motherland. But this is after everything is in order. You know what I'm saying? This is after everything is because that's gonna be like a sign to the universe that we are one. Dude, I'm almost, anyway, moving right along, self-science. From birth, see, math, history, gotta know the history. Real history, true history, you know. What the heck ever that is, to be truthful with you. But that's a whole different story. Because there's a thing called prehistory. You know. Matter of fact, young Pharaoh touches upon that when he talks about 75 million years. Anyway, but math, history, science, all of these are the study of things outside of us. Self, the study of self, is the study of things within. See, we gotta touch upon the macro, then we got to tap into the micro. And we'll see a connection. We'll see a mirror image. Funny how that, yeah, in the image of. Anyway, we'll see all that is in here. And all what's in here is out there. Look, and we need to understand that. We need to come up with that wisdom. We need to come up with that knowledge. That needs to be embedded.
We need to know who we are early and continue that process of knowledge throughout our evolutionary growth process to man and women, to manhood and womanhood, kingdom and queendom. Once we're at that stage, dude, we're like, dude, can you imagine? Anyway, self-science is the study of you. You are a study. You are a science. That's how deep you are. We have no idea. We literally have been separated from the knowledge of self. And the knowledge, see, self-science goes beyond knowledge. Knowledge goes so far. Because knowledge says, I am a grain of sand. Okay? And on a beach. That's what knowledge gives us that information. I am a grain of sand on a beach. Got it. Okay? But the problem is knowledge doesn't introduce the grain of sand to the beach. Knowledge doesn't do it. Knowledge doesn't put all the information of the beach into the grain of sand. Knowledge doesn't do that. So knowledge is important, but it's not king. It's power, but it's not all power. There's more when knowledge stops. You can't know knowledge. You can't know the grain of sand cannot know the beach, but it can experience it. This is where self-science comes into play. And belief and imagination. You know, we've been taught imagination is not even real or that. You know what I mean? I think make you just want to do the WAP. You know what I mean? Just, come on, man. Imagination is traveling. Are you kidding me? We have no idea how important imagination. Imagination goes beyond knowledge. So imagination outranks knowledge. The very same thing that they're like, you're crazy. No, that's weird. Yeah. See, in our school, we'll encourage stuff coming at you. We won't suppress it like they do here. Oh, you crazy. That's only because my imagination has been suppressed, so I'm going to suppress yours too. But this also goes into the science of breaking chains. Once I break that chain, I ain't tripping like that no more. I want you to come from within. I want to hear what you guys say. You, not a recording of somebody else, or not the repetitiveness of somebody else, or not the teachings of somebody else. What do you have to say? See, I'm looking for that. That's why I like young Pharaoh, because he's saying what he want to say. Oh, that's priceless. It's priceless. You can't put a price on that. Original thought, even if it's coming from on high, you gotta be in a certain position and willingness to let it flow through you. You have to make the decision. I like to tell people all the time, God is the author, I'm merely the pen, and the ink is what I'm talking about to you right now. But the pen has to be willing. That's why one has a say-so in all of this. Because I can say, no, I'm good, like most people do. I don't want to be dealing with all that stuff. I don't want to. You can say that, that's cool. I mean, that's your choice. Ain't no right and wrong in this. You're God. So, we have 15 already. Part one, the science itself. I'm going to go ahead and get into something. But I'm going to take a pause. I'm finna break to the house. Cause I got to get ready to go to work. But so this is part one. There's going to be a part two. I don't know exactly when. At least a part two. Definitely, probably a part three as well. So listen, thanks for listening to my rhetoric. Hit the like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about where we need to go with this. And we do need to plan and plot, strategize about the aftermath, about afterwards. You know what I'm saying? We need to start setting up some shops because, hey, the change is happening. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. So we might as well plan about the next step. Anyway, love you guys, man. Thanks for listening to me. And you know what time it is. Stay beautiful as you are.
Do you know who are you? Where you been? Who are you? Who are we? It's an age-old question. To be or not to be? That was the question. To be and not to be.